Hey there, it's Liz. Welcome back to my craft room. Today we're going to be making a cold cup with everything that you got in your Expressions Vinyl April mystery box. Let's get started. Here are the colors of vinyl that we will be using for our cold cup. And this was all part of the April mystery box from Expressions Vinyl. So like I said, we're using Starling Matte and Coral Reef. That's our pink color right here. And then we'll be using Dandelion, that's our yellow color, and Ketchup is our red color, as well as the Oracal 651 and the Ice Blue. So these are all permanent vinyls that will be great on our cold cup. To make our wrapped cold cup, let's start a new project in Cricut Design Space. Now you will need to upload the cold cup design, the SVG for that, by clicking on the upload button over here on the left hand side. As you can see, I've already uploaded it into my uploaded images area. Here it is down here. If you need to upload it though, you can click here on the upload image and then drag and drop that SVG right into the system, and then you can go from there. Then once it's in this uploaded images area, you click on the design and then you add it to the canvas. Now when it shows up on the canvas, it is the exact size that we need it. We do not need to do anything else to our design. We don't need to crop it or adjust the size or anything. It is the exact size that we need it to fit around our cup. But what we are going to do is do a little bit of work over here on the right hand side in the layers panel. I have colored all of these to coordinate with some of the Expressions vinyl, adhesive vinyl that is in our April mystery box. So we've got a daffodil for the yellow sun in the middle of the flower. We've got the ice blue. We've got the red, which I believe is called Ketchup, and we've got the coral reef, which is going to be the pink. And yeah, I think those are the four colors that we're going to use for this design. So to get started, we're going to have to ungroup this entire thing, and then it's going to give us smaller groups over here on the right with all the different designs, their layers and everything. The one thing that I want to do first though is click on this like off-white color background. That's the cold cup. It says summertime cold cup over here. We are going to want to turn that layer off because we don't want it to cut out. This was just to help guide you, to show you where all the little pieces are going to go. So we do not want to cut that out. So we're going to turn that off, and this is going to be what is going to be cut out of our vinyl. I'm going to then click on like the suns, and I'm going to attach those. You know, that was not what we wanted to do. I needed to detach them first. So luckily it's super easy to just click this little arrow and undo what you just did. So we're going to ungroup this one more time. And now we can go ahead and attach all of the different pieces together. So we attached one of the suns. We're going to just keep going down and attaching the suns together. And once I do that, I'm going to close down that actual layer so that it doesn't get confusing as I keep going down. All right, we are going to have to ungroup that, ungroup all of our rainbows and our flowers so that we can get all of those different pieces onto the right color of vinyl. Okay, so now that we have those all ungrouped, now we're going to hold the Command or Control key and highlight all the yellow pieces. Okay, I think we've got them all highlighted. And now we're going to attach those. So yay, that we did it right. Those are all going to stay yellow. Now we're going to do the same for the blue. So we're going to click on one of our blue pieces of our rainbow and continue down, making sure we have all the blue rainbow pieces highlighted. And then we're going to click attach on those. So those will all be together. And now let's do the same for the pink. We're going to do the pink section of the rainbow as well as the pink hearts. And again, as I'm clicking all those, I'm just holding my Command or Control key on my keyboard. And now I'm going to attach those, minimize that layer. And now we can just do the red. And I think the red was the last one. Attach those. And now when we go to make it, we should have 4 different colored boards. And all the pieces are in the right spot for cutting. And they're all the right dimensions and everything. So you do not have to use these colors. You can use any colors that you want, that you like. You can even do it all one solid color if you want. We have that ready to go. I am going to click continue. It's going to connect to my maker. Okay, it is ready to go. I'm going to click vinyl. I just need to make sure that I cut the right color of vinyl as I go along. So obviously we're going to cut pink first, and then we'll move on to the daffodil. So this is going to be the coral reef. This is going to be daffodil. This is going to be ice blue. And this is going to be I really think it's ketchup. I need to double check, but I think it's ketchup. Okay, let's get to cutting. We are starting with our coral reef color. So I've got that on my mat, smoothed down, and I'm going to load it into my Cricut maker. I have everything cut out for our cup, our cold cup, and I wanted to just trim down this vinyl so that I'm not having to weed this whole thing. So I'm going to trim the areas where the cuts are. So now we're going to go ahead and weed our designs here, just removing any of the extra vinyl that we don't need. Now I realize that we are going to be wasting kind of a bit of vinyl on this, depending on the color. But the reason that I like to attach it and have it cut out just like it would be for the cup is because I don't want to have to piece every little thing together. This just makes it a lot easier for me rather than having to, like, if I had all of these like rainbows cut out like right here, and then I would have to place them individually on the cup, which you can totally do. I just don't like to do it that way. So this is the way that I do it, but you can do it whatever way works best for you. Okay, we've got all of our pieces weeded. We're ready to put them together and then put them on our cup. And I want to show you a trick for putting, layering vinyl to help you line everything up really good. I've got my piece of transfer tape here, and I'm going to start actually with the yellow one with all the suns. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peel up my transfer tape here. And we're going to place it on top of our design as best we can here to make sure we get every little piece. If we don't get them all, it's going to be okay. But we're going to try our best here. And we're going to use our little scraper, make sure we get a really good seal on to our vinyl there. Once I have this on here, then I'm going to flip it over and take the backing off of our yellow piece, our yellow vinyl. And then I want to layer this on top of the pink. So I'm going to do the pink next, and making sure that I have the centers of the flower right in the center of the yellow in the center of the flower, and then the yellow of the rainbow underneath the pink. What I'm going to do to make this easier for myself is take a piece of parchment paper, and you place the piece of parchment paper down between your two different pieces. You can do like a little tab. So I don't have it all the way to the edge here, but I have it on top of that design so that I can lay it out exactly where I want it, and it's not going to stick until I want it to. Make sure that that's in the right place. Those all look good. And then I'll lay it down here, and then I will remove this and then smooth that out, and everything lines up real good. See that little hinge effect over here with the transfer tape. So now I'm going to do that with the next couple layers until we have everything lined up and on our piece of transfer tape. We have everything on our, it's going to be on our transfer tape. It's going to be ready to go onto our cup, which is right here. So I'm going to prepare my cup to put the vinyl on. I don't have any fancy like cup holder to put my cup on, so I just use what I have so that it doesn't slide around, and I'm going to clean the entire surface with an alcohol wipe to get off any dirt or fingerprints or anything like that. Okay, so our vinyl is ready to go on. Our cup is prepared. Here we go. I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but you just want to start kind of in the middle of your design. And from the middle, you want to place that down and then start working your way around. So I'm going to take my scraper and kind of scrape this down to get a good seal onto the cup. Just kind of want to pull back slowly as you remove the tape so that all the vinyl you make sure is nice and attached. So all right, there it is. It's all done. It's on our cup. It turned out really cute. I love all the bright colors on it. Just going around smoothing out any like little air bubbles that might be on there, making sure it's nice and sealed to the cup. And then we're going to let it sit for about 24 hours or so until we use it. Find this cut file and more at lizoncall.com.